So I'm teaching you how to do the confident routine if you're in me and Julia's group. So the first thing, it starts off with 16 counts of boxes. So first you're starting straight up flat. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And after you do 16 counts, you're now going to start off, because since we're going into a slanted position, we're actually not going to be doing cones usually, but instead we're doing Z's. So basically what it said, you're doing a Z motion with your flag. So your pole, from like your perspective watching this, your pole is going to be on your hip, your left hip, and the flag should be pointing to your left. And so after that, you're now going to bring it over to your right. So just a simple sweep motion. After you do that, you're going to bring it straight down to your left again, but on the bottom part, and straight down to your right. So me facing you is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, just like that. So you're going to do 16 counts of that. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And then after you do that, hold on, let me check my phone. I have the counts on my phone because I can't remember anything. 16. Okay, after you do the Z's, so 1, 13, 14, 15, 16, you're not going to do row the boat, scoop the fish, I think. So let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. But usually, so from me facing you, it's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So each of those are 8 counts. So it's going to be really slow. And then after you do that, now you're going to go into, it's going to be really difficult, so I'll try my best to explain it. So first, you're going to go around, so just like that. So you're going to bring your flag up to the left, and it's just simple. It's going to be right under your arm, like the pole's just going to be like this. So after you do that, you're going to also step out. As you're stepping out, you're bringing your flag up, as well as your left hand up. And then after you do that, you're bringing your flag down. And as soon as you bring your flag down, you're going to take your left hand and put it on top of the pole. So basically, if I'm holding it like this, I can do this. And my thumb should be pointed the same way. So since my flag is up right now, both my thumbs are up. But when I do this, both my thumbs are down. Basically like that. So we did this, up, down, both my thumbs are down. Oh, I gotta think. Okay, after you do that, you're gonna let go with your right hand, and you're gonna face the other way, so not forward, but back. And you're gonna put your right hand now on the pole, and then you're gonna spin back around, as well as bring the flag in front of you. So the whole thing put together, it's gonna look like this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. It's going to be a little bit faster, but that's the gist of it. It's not that good explained, but so after you do that, you're now going to do 8 counts of fast cones, so 2 fast cones. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. After you do those, you're going to do 9, 10, 11, 12, right into a J toss. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. After you're done with your J toss, 9, 10, 11, 12, you're going to toss on 10, 9, 10, 11, 12. Catch on 11, bring down on 12. After you're done your J toss, you're now going to do a waterfall. So I think we did this in your tryout routine, but me facing towards you guys, it's gonna look like this put together. But basically, first you're gonna be moving to your right, basically. Yeah. And so first you're gonna step up with your left foot, as well as your flag's gonna be up, and then you face the opposite direction. Your flag should be straight up and down. And as you do that, step out with your left again, and your flag should be starting to come down, and bring it straight forward. So I'll try from this your perspective. So it's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, just like that. And as well as that, your left hand should be down and your right hand should be up. Simple. After you've done your waterfall, let me look at the counts again. After you've done your waterfall, there's going to be counts 1 through 10 is going to be 5 group parts because there's 5 of you, I think. And so each count, it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. At this point, through 1 through 10, each of you can do your own pose. You have 2 counts, so get to do whatever you want. And then after that, after that, so after your group part, you're now going to bring your flag just face down. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And just like we did for the spin around thing that I taught you with like this, you're now going to do it again, but you're going to 13, 14, 15, 16. So basically, just like we did before, you're going to bring it up and around. So now the pole's behind you. And as you're doing that, you're going to be turning to your right. So your right side. So from your perspective, it's going to go just like that. Well, I didn't spin all the way. And after the spin, you're now, so you spun out, 14, 15, 16. After you do that, so you're going to be in this position where your pole is still going to be in front of you, and you're holding on with your right hand, and your hand should be facing down. It's not going to be like this. It's going to be like this. It's going to be there eventually. So this is what we call a cradle. So it's going to look like this. You might get confused. It's okay. So first, after we did the spin, you're just like this. So you're going to bring it up in front of you, and it's going to look like this. So from your perspective, after we did the spin out, it's going to come up like this. And then you're just going to bring it down like that, sort of. And it's going to feel weird, trust me, but you're just going to have to do like a circle. And it's like you're holding a baby, basically. Kind of weird. Your flag's your baby. So just like that. So we'll go from the spin. So 13, 14, 15, 16. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Here from your perspective. 13, 14, 15, 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. After you're done with the cradle, you're not going to do its infinity. So basically, you're making an infinity sign. So basically, you're going to do this, and you're going to bring it up to your left first. And you can put your arm up as well, but if you can't, it's fine. But first, you're going to bring it up to your left. After you do that, you're going to circle around and bring it up to your right. Let's bring it back. So it's going to be like 1, 2, 3, 4. Just like that. Do it from your perspective. Like this. Basically, you're curving it, still in this weird position, like you're holding a baby. So after you're done with your infinity, making an infinity sign, you're now going to face sideways, and you're basically going to put so that the silk is down, and you're still in this weird position. You're going to pop out of it, so it's going to feel weird. Well, actually, it's not going to feel weird. It's going to feel better. But basically, you're going to bring the pole out. So basically, you're gonna bring it just out so that you're holding it normal again. And while you're doing this, you're gonna do like a little bit of a hip thing, you know? Little hip pop, elbow pop, something like that. Elbow pop. So that's 13, 14, 15, 16. So we've done our infinity, 9, 10, 11, 12, and then you're gonna bring back front, and then you're gonna do just a pop, and you're bringing your silk back down, but you're not going to be in this position anymore. You're not going to be like cradling it anymore. You're bringing it out of a cradle. So basically pop out that your silk is now down, but now it's not under your arm like this. It's now out like this. So after you're doing that, so now you're going to spin to your right again. So it's going to go 13, 14, 15, 16. You're going to be like, oh my God, what'd she do? She switched her hands. I know, crazy. So basically, hold on, anything? Okay, sorry, I forgot things. So now you're here, and basically you're going to be spinning around, but once your back is turned to everyone, you're going to grab with your left hand, and both your thumbs are going to be down, and you're going to let go with your right, and bring it back in front. So from your perspective of watching me, so 13, 14, 15, 16. I basically switched my hands, both my thumbs are down. So after that, around back to front, you're now going to be facing front again, and it's going to be like this. So now we're going to do what's called break your wrist. You're actually not going to break your wrist, but it's going to feel like you're going to break your wrist. So this is what it looks like. You're bringing it around. This is where the part where it looks like you're breaking your wrist. You're not, don't worry. So, oh my God, my hands are cold. So basically, from your perspective, so your left hand is going to be right on top, so right up, then your right hand's going to be underneath, and basically, you're going to let go with your right hand and just bring it out like this. So from your perspective, it's going to go like this, and you're going to bring it around you, not like, I don't know what you do, but it's going to go behind you, and then after it's behind you, you're going to bring it back out into the front. It's going to feel weird. You're not going to like it. Nobody likes the feeling of it, but you'll be fine. So bring it out, behind, out. Remember, you're going to have to bring it front, and then as soon as you're done with that, you're going to bring it straight down. Oh my God, my hands are cold. After you're done with that, this is important to know for this move. This is one of your second to last moves, so we're almost done. You're going to now bring your left hand, and you're going to have it up like your right hand. It's going to be now underneath your palm up, I think. I don't really know. And so this is going to be a little tough because you're basically, it's called a satellite. You're letting the pole move in your hand, basically. So that's, here, I'll do from your perspective. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So basically you're spinning it around in your hand. Another way you could do, it's sort of like a big air, but not. It's still with your hand. You're not putting it out like that. You're doing it the opposite way. So basically, your silk is going this way. Don't do what I just did. That's not part of the routine. Basically, palm up, you're gonna let it flip in your hand. It's gonna feel weird. It takes a lot of practice. But now you're back to the position where you started. After you're doing it, you flipped your hand back up. It's gonna be just like how you started, flat down. And so for your final pose, you're gonna now bring it, the flag out, so your silk is gonna be down, and your left hand's on it, down, and then you're just gonna do a little thing, whatever with your hand,